What's going on, everybody? Brad here, back for another Let's Talk Jurassic tonight, and we should have a good show. I think we're gonna have fun. It's been a pretty crazy day for Jurassic fans today, so I think there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We're gonna be talking, and I know this video kind of sat up here on YouTube for a little bit. As just Camp Cretaceous Season 3 spoiler conversation, but with everything that's kind of been going on today, we're going to add a little bit of stuff to the mix and see what else we can talk about. And that would be, why is the lighting is like super like blown out looking. The conversation will be about some Amber Collection figures that just popped up. There's some that I think they've been like around, they've been lingering around for a little bit, but we're actually getting some glimpses at them. And that is John Hammond, Ellie Sattler, and some Dimorphodons. And there's actually a raptor too. And also the Universal Orlando just actually released a video and a press release and some images in regards to their new tribute store that is at Universal Studios Hollywood. I almost said Hollywood. Florida, Universal Studios Florida, where you can actually go in there and look at some amazing merch and just see how incredibly well themed it is. And then, yes, the last thing we will be discussing, so we'll save it to the end. So if you do want to hear a spoiler conversation for Camp Cretaceous Season 3, we'll save that until the end of this stream here tonight. So I have not shared this around yet, but while we're sharing it around, let's say hello to everybody who's watching this on a rewatch, because I know not everybody watches it live as we're going along, but we have a lot of fun here. If you guys are not watching live, we have so much fun conversating back and forth with everybody in the chat room. It's always so much fun. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that tonight, because like I said, today was so much fun for Jurassic fans. It's like every now and then these days just kind of pop up out of nowhere, and you're like, whew, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with everything that's happening today. And today was one of those days. So yeah, it was fun. It was exciting. And it's the kind of stuff that we're looking forward to. And of course, all of this is happening. And what is it? Today is May 26th, the date that this is streaming live. It's not even Jurassic June yet. What's going on? It's not even June yet. I'm going to send this out over on Twitter. I can type. All right. But yeah, so Jurassic June is not here yet, but what is going to happen once June 1st strikes? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's interesting. This is like a side topic, I guess. Maybe we'll throw this in the beginning. But like with Jurassic June being like literally in a matter of days, what does Jurassic June look like this year? Is that something that we should expect a lot from? Or is it something that, we should temper our expectations because Jurassic World Dominion got pushed? That's an interesting question, actually. Maybe we'll add this to the discussion. If you guys have any thoughts on what you think Jurassic June is or should be, or won't be, I guess, let me know, because I think it's kind of interesting. All right, so I got that posted now, so that's good. But Jurassic June this year, what can we expect, right? What can we expect? I'm sure there's plenty of fan stuff to expect, right? We're always all doing our things in the fan community. We all have something that we do, whether it's changing up aesthetics or changing up, what do you want to call it? I know a lot of people will do like artwork every day of the month. I know a lot of people will, speaking of changing aesthetics, will literally wear a Jurassic shirt every day of June. A lot of like paleontology stuff all month long. But yeah, so what do we think is going to happen? And that's just the fandom side. So in actual, official terms, what do we have? We have Velocicoaster coming. So that's June 10th. So we have something to look forward to there, but that's early. It's early. We still have a lot of time after that. I don't know. Am I missing? I feel like obviously I've got to be missing something, because I literally said one thing. I mean, obviously, there's probably, I would assume might be some toys or something. I have no idea. Never know when those things are actually coming out, but yeah. So hopefully that's a thing. I don't know. Anyway, actually, I should probably shout out to everybody in the chat room and everything, because I didn't do that before. But as you guys are coming up with your Jurassic June ideas, I'm going to go through the chat and see what is everybody saying, what is everybody thinking. About what you think Jurassic June will be. So, what is this app that I'm opening up? All right, so let me say hi to Stargazer, Dodgson, 93, Jurassic Souls, Jared's here, Rodney. Nice. Hey, I was there for a second. That's weird. If I'm in the chat, who's hosting the stream? This is me. It was me just on my other account. Hey, it's me. Hey, you. Hi. Sorry, guys. No Ben attire today. I'm not dressed in my Ben finest. I'm so sorry to disappoint. Logan is here. What's up, Logan? What's up, Ian? Carl Larkamelian. I don't know if I said that right. Jurassic Souls in the house, as always. Yeah. So thank you so much for the super chat again. You're the best. You said the Amber Collection Ellie really is inheriting the Earth tonight. Love her accessories. Hammond also looks really cool, but yeah, just a bit buff. Could probably beat Muldoon in a fight. Yeah. That was the first thing. I saw that floating around on Instagram before, before like it hit like Collect Jurassic and stuff like that. And I was looking at it. I was like, whoa, Hammond's looking jacked. What's going on there? I want this app closed, whatever this thing is that I opened up by mistake. Okay. But yeah, I was like, whoa, he's looking big, and he had like his mad head on. So like he looked like angry. But we'll get to that in a little bit. So we'll talk more Jurassic Souls when we get to the toy chat. But again, if you guys have any thoughts or ideas as far as what Jurassic June should be and what you think you're gonna get, what do you think kind of things are gonna pop up officially, not officially? Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so far it's been Jurassic May. It's really been Jurassic May with all the Camp Cretaceous stuff, all the different interviews and stuff surrounding that show, and then of course Velocicoaster hype and all that leading into June, and the tribute store and the toy stuff. It's just been out of control so far from May. So what is June going to be? What do you think? Jurassic Souls is excited for Jurassic June. Maybe a teaser poster for Dominion or a game announcement would be cool. Yeah, I agree. That would be cool. A teaser poster. Yeah, I've definitely wanted an actual, like, legit poster, because what we got is, I feel like what we have is like a teaser poster where like you don't really have, it's literally just a off-brand logo with the amber thing and all that. It really doesn't say like much of anything. I think even the main one, does the main one not even have the title? I forget. But yeah, I want like a good poster. That would be good, or a teaser trailer, or a trail, like whatever. Give me something in regards to this movie. A game announcement would be a pretty good one. I like that idea too. And there you go. Jared's already got a number of illustrations in the works for Jurassic June. See, that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people will post like a dino a day throughout Jurassic June. So that's cool. I don't know if that's what you're doing, but that's awesome. Let's see. Oh, I skipped ahead. My bad. Oh, please. I mean, make it real. Let's make it real. Yeah, it's such a good video. If anybody did not check out the Velocicoaster Q video, we talked about it in today's video, I think on the YouTube channel here for the Jurassic Wire, but we also did the conversation on the Jurassic Wire on the podcast, so you can go check it out there. Let's see here. Who else is here? Sterling, Shane. So I gotta dress up as Ben, I'm assuming, for Jurassic June. Why you guys try to make me do this stuff? What's up, Jurassic Dave? Hey, Emily, am I saying that right? I know I went through this last time and I was like, I don't know, I'm so bad at this. Yes, give us a new Claire Deering. See, the problem with the toy stuff is like that could all get announced or like discussed, but then it won't come out for like 3 more months and we'll be like waiting around. I mean, like now in June, what are we getting? What's happening? Siaka, you got to bring that back up later on. I like your thinking there. The protection group. Yes. Oops. I'll take that down for the time being. Since, but yeah, we'll talk some spoilers for Camp Cretaceous later on. So stick around for that. No, you don't know Jurassic June. I know him personally. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I like that hat that you have on. Is that a hat? That's a hat, right? Yeah. That's a pretty sick looking hat. Where's that from? You know what? You got the 25th anniversary hat on there. And I maybe that's a shirt too, but I'm so bummed about my 25th anniversary t-shirt. I think I lost it at a hotel. That's what I'm gonna go with. That shirt, I love that shirt. It was so good. I feel like it like fit me well. It was like the perfect shirt. And then I brought it to Jennifer and Josh's wedding, and then I'm gonna wear my Jurassic shirt to some Jurassic fans' weddings and wedding, and there's gonna be a ton of Jurassic people there, and then I lost it. Yeah. Oh, you got it at Universal Orlando. All right, cool. Nice. Bucket hat. All right. Woo! Got it right. Thank you, Emily. Rod out here riding Velocicoaster with his wife, who's a travel agent. That's awesome. That is fantastic. It's interesting because like Velocicoaster officially opens on June 10th, but like it's been open nonstop, for a few weeks now, and it's like, will June 10th still feel special? Will there still be a ton of people there? I'm sure there will be, but just knowing that so many people have had the chance to go on it already. I know a lot of my friends down in Orlando actually have like been on it like 10 plus times already. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually, if it's as big as it could be. Maybe this is part of the plan here. It's like with caps or whatever on the park, and still some COVID restrictions and stuff like that. I don't know if maybe they don't want a full blast of people coming in, but maybe they think that this will temper it a little bit on opening day, but I don't know. Yeah, you like my official Universal Studios monster shirt? You like that? Thank you. Daniel over on Facebook. What is your favorite dinosaur? That would be the Brachiosaurus. And I was just gonna, man, can I can do it. I might be able to do it. Gotta be the Brachiosaurus. Oh, yes. There we go. Can you see it? There we go. Brachiosaurus. Look at that happy dude. Look at it. It's so good. So this has got to be like the cover for the video. I feel like it'll fall. That's my favorite dinosaur, the Brachiosaurus. It's just epic. Everything about it is awesome. And yes, it's just my favorite dinosaur. So there you go. And you said, I think you followed it up with your favorite somewhere. Rexy is your favorite. It's a good choice. I like that. And yes, YG, it is a holiday for Jurassic fans all month long. Jurassic June, Jurassic Appreciation Month. There you go. Jurassic Mag's in the house. What's up? What's a favorite piece that I own? Nope, wrong hand. That one right there. Red Rex. Kenner Rexy. There you go. That's my favorite one. All right. So we should get into that. So not too much Jurassic June discussion as far as what else we want to see, but I like the consensus of, hopefully some teases for Jurassic World Dominion. Very excited for that. And obviously Jurassic World Velocicoaster is going to be a big one. But what else? What else could there be? I don't know. I just hope there's like a consistent flow of teases, maybe like a score, something from the score from Michael Giacchino. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Colin will interact a little bit this month. I don't know. That would be cool. Yeah. Mike is here. What's up? Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Yeah, it is evening. I don't know why I said good morning like it was actually morning here. I was like, yeah, good morning. But yeah. So let's talk about our first thing here. So let me go over. This is 22 minutes in, and I'm like, hey, let's talk about the first thing that we're going to talk about here. And that would be Mattel's Amber Collection updates. So let's go over to my little slide thing here. So let's take a look. So first one, these officially popped up on... Oh, I'm blanking on what site it was. It might have been Big Bad Toy Store. Well, I opened my browser on my phone, and it was literally on Big Bad Toy Store. Wow. Yes, I did pre-order them back on April 30th from Big Bad Toy Store for a little bit of a markup from what they are here. As you can see, Ellie Sattler here is $19.99. I pre-ordered her for $24.99 previously from Big Bad Toy Store. I'll probably hold on to that pre-order for now. Here's the thing. I feel like these will probably be part of Beyond the Gates. But what is going on? If they are part of Beyond the Gates at some point, what are they doing on Amazon? And what are they doing on Beyond Big Bad Toy Store? I'm so confused by what I thought all of that stuff was supposed to be exclusive. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not part of Beyond the Gates, but I feel like it probably is. But anyway, it's much cheaper here. Luckily, we've been seeing these pop up in Target, the Ray Arnold's and the Ian Malcolm figures for $19.99 with no base. They don't come with the amber colored base or the clear base, which we're starting to see pop up now a lot more with the dinosaurs. But here we have it for $19.99 on Amazon. So it's interesting because the reason I have this page up is because you can't actually click into the item. At least I wasn't able to when I set up my browser earlier. That's the case usually with a lot of these like pre-order things. Is like you pre-order them and you're like, I don't know, is it going to stick? I have no idea. Is it going to work? So this is one of those things, and we do it finally today. We got updated with a bunch of pictures, so that is very, very cool. You can pre-order it and add it to your cart and all that good stuff. But we're looking at Ellie Sattler here, and so far, you guys probably can't tell all that well in the stream, but if you're looking at Amazon and you're looking at Ellie Sattler, it doesn't exactly look like the best face sculpt on her. It doesn't really, shout Laura Dern to me. It's close, but not perfect. Everything else, though, spot on. Obviously, spot on. The clothes are straight up, everything you'd want. The hair works. The boots, the tool belt thing that she puts on there, that is amazing. It's amazing. And I'm so glad they included that, because I remember when I think it was, I don't know if it was in a stream or when I did my review of Ray Arnold, but, he comes with his little bloody arm. And I remember saying, oh, I can't wait for when Ellie comes out and you get to recreate that, where she, you put her hand up like this and you have the arm on her shoulder. See, like that, like this. And she's like, oh, Mr. Arnold. Ah! And then she just runs. Well, I feel like tonight is just like, I don't even know. It's going to go off the rails. All right. It's going to go off the rails. I'll be doing dinosaur noises, Owen voices, everything. All right. You're lucky I didn't dress like Ben tonight. But yeah, so I'm glad that it comes with like the stuff that you would have seen her inside the tunnel system there while she was trying to get the power back on. Interesting joints on the knees and stuff like that, and the elbows. Those elbow joints are pretty bad. I would venture to say, even the knees, but the knees are a little bit more forgivable to me than those arms, but they're so disconnected looking there. That's interesting. It kind of looks like me, like, hi guys, do you believe that I'm Ellie Sattler? It's me, I swear. Not the best look. Not the best. That stuff looks great. Like the yeah, see, look, you can see the joint right there in the arm. Definitely interesting. I've seen a lot of people kind of compare it to like the Barbie joints on those, and those things. I'm sure we've all had a Barbie in our hands, played with a Barbie, but they have a specific kind of like joint in their arms and legs, and it feels a lot like that. So yeah. But yeah, I like that it comes with. See, I don't know. Does the face look a little bit better in the bottom one? No, I don't know. But comes with all those things. 2 heads on these girls, I guess. But yeah, pretty cool. 6.25 inches tall. And there we do have a shot of her in the box. Now, I think she looks different. So I don't know if this is like prototype or something like that, or not the finished sculpt, but I don't know. Some instances this actually doesn't look too bad. Like that head on the ground doesn't look too bad right there. But like on her person, if that's the same sculpt, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. But I think it almost looks like a different sculpt in the box. It's hard to say though. It's not a very close up, good looking picture there, but it looks slightly different enough. But that is Ellie Sattler. I love that it comes with that light and all the packs. That is super cool. So what are you guys thinking about Ellie? I mean, look, I am so happy that we're getting this figure. First off, do yourself a favor. Go over to Victoria Cantina's YouTube channel and check out a video. I think it was like a 30-minute video or 27 minutes or something like that of her kind of laying out the history of the Amber collection and talking a lot about the issues and some of the good things, but mostly the issues surrounding it. And it's a common theme that on this channel, as far as the Amber collection is concerned. Not necessarily, we don't necessarily, dig too much on the look issues, but she digs more into like all the issues there. But yeah, it was a great video, and she was kind of complaining that, and not complaining, but just like stating facts that we don't have any female Amber collection figures yet, and it's a travesty that we don't have any of those. But here we have our first one with Ellie Sattler, And another issue that she picked up was the waves of these things. Like, where are the waves? They're very confusing. The amount and the different things that we're getting all at once. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm so grateful to get Ellie at some point here. We need Claire, we need Lex, we need Sarah Harding, Kelly Malcolm. We need all the female characters from Jurassic. And yeah, I just think it would make a much more well-rounded collection, because if you look, my shelf right now, it's just a bunch of dudes and some dinosaurs, and it's like, that's not very representative of Jurassic to me. But at least we're getting something. At least we're getting something now. It's very late at this point to get something so far, but hopefully the trend continues upwards and we get more of the female characters from Jurassic. So not yet. The next one is John Hammond. I believe that's what I have here. I don't know if it's gonna load. Is it even gonna load? Nobody knows. Will any of them load? Apparently not. Let's hit that reload button, see what happens. Apparently nothing. So I had all this stuff ready to go, and my computer's like, no, you're not, it's not going to matter. Okay, here he is. Oh, there he was. He was there, and now he's gone. So let's scroll down. So there's Ellie. See, now look, what I was talking about with Ellie is like when you click in, try to click in. Oh, sorry, we can't find that page. So that's what happens there. So you actually have to click the pre-order, and then it'll actually just add it to your cart, and then you can buy it from there. Here's John. All right, so we got to do a quick look. Here's John Hammond, 1999. And this says June 1st. I don't know if the other ones had a date on it. I don't think that this is going to be June 1st, but we'll see. So, I mean, get your pre-orders, and just in case, they start shipping around then, but I don't know. John Hammond. So I wasn't too thrilled about the sculpt and just the paint style and everything on Ellie, or her face, mostly her likeness. But John, you're killing it, dude. Like, this looks like John Hammond. Yeah, I think across the board, the outfit, the props and all that stuff, the face, it just looks like John Hammond. It's very, very well done. So, sometimes it's so weird how this Amber collection can go back and forth between, you have Ray Arnold, who doesn't look like anything like Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, you get it. You know who it is supposed to be, but it doesn't look like him. But then you go right over to this and you're like, oh, that's definitely John Hammond. I mean, that is, okay, well, maybe not. I mean, that looks like angry John Hammond. But it's close. It's really close. But I do think it is a pretty decent likeness. I don't know. He's got some bulging going on in his forehead. He's just really, this is the picture where I saw this. I was like, dude, Hammond, he went to the gym one day and he's like, I need some investors. I need some people to sign off on my park, so the investors will let me go through with it. And he's sitting there at the thing, this thing or this thing. And he's like, yeah, I think I'll have Dr. Alan Grant. What am I doing? Anyway, that's a thing I did. So let's go here. Huh! Okay, the likeness here on this is hideous. That looks, I don't even know if I can look at that. Tell me when it's gone. Oh! It looks like all the people in Jurassic Park, they break into hey, it's kind of a ride, and then it's like, oh, well, how do we interrupt the cellular mitosis? And then they grabs the egg, and the egg hatches a brain, a human brain, and that's what this looks like. And then and then Grant's like, how'd you do this? I know this is a different part of the movie. And then John Hammond's like, I'll show you. Just lift these weights first. I don't know. I don't know why any of you are here. Why am I here? So there's John. So again, the likeness looks far better in package here. So I don't know what the details are, why it looks a little bit different. At what stage were these, Jack Hammond pictures taken? But that looks very good. The likeness looks really, really good in there. But yeah, and here again, see, this is what I was talking about with Ellie as well. The likeness of the head on the ground down there looks way better than Jack Hammond. Duh. So he's a little bit shorter than Ellie. He's about 6 inches, 0.25 shorter, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it looks fantastic, and yeah, the likeness looks way better. Like that head down there, I swear they just photoshopped a picture from like the movie, and just like nobody will know the difference. So yeah. It looks so good. So John Hammond looks great. Really hoping a little bit more for Ellie. Like that likeness right there just is not cutting it for me. But in there could be, and maybe that one on the ground kind of looks like her. I think so, but not that one up top. So let's move over to the next one, which is actually Dimorphodons. So this one's $29.99. So a little bit more. And it actually comes with 2 Dimorphodons. So 2 of the same Dimorphodons, I believe. But yeah, I mean, I wonder how different and what the size comparison is to the other ones, because I don't know how much different sized could they be. So what are you paying for that's different here? Because I really love those Dimorphodon figures. I think these things are really good. I've always tried to get like most of them. I think I'm missing like maybe the newest one, but yeah, these look great, and I feel like they're not too different. I mean, even it has the stamp right there too, the dinosaur stamp. Same thing on that wing. And like looking at the sculpt wise, yeah, the feet are a little bit different on this. You can see the feet kind of just like are like standing feet. Those look like flying feet. They might have hinges on there. I'm not too sure. Obviously the mouth looks a little bit better painted, but it's hard to tell. I mean, oh, that's a good. Okay, so so actually these are 2 different sculpts. I don't even think I realized that. So yeah, they aren't the same. They actually are different, and I'm digging that. I'm loving it. I actually want just 2 of the other one, the one that's on the ground. So you get a flying one, and then you get a perched one. That's fantastic. And so far, actually, in this image, it looks like it's going to be opting for the harness stand instead of the hole in the stomach stand. So if you look at this one, and this thing, actually, the Pteranodon came 2 different ways. There's variants on the stand. I don't know if anybody ever saw that, but some stands are like this. I feel like majority of them are like this. And then some are like that actually just clasp on down here and just hold on to it. So it doesn't actually have, this big hole in the stomach, which is kind of a bummer thing. I'd much rather have the one that just holds on to it, because it's a more complete piece at that point. But yeah, I really dig that second Dimorphodon down there is actually in that pose, because that's a pose I wish I could do with that thing. Or I wish I could do with the Quetzalcoatlus, or any of the figures, to be honest. I mean, it would be very nice to be able to do that. So this one, it's not like you can bend it. It doesn't look like, to make it in that pose. It's just in that pose. So that's fine. I think that's fine, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I dig that a lot. But honestly, they don't look too different. A little hinge there on the body. But those are cool. I really dig that. I think they're awesome. Kind of wish that maybe the coloring was a little bit different. between the two. They look to be nearly identical, if not identical. But yeah, very cool. I do love the position on that other one. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm digging the Amber collection. I'm liking the way that they're branching out here. It's odd though. It's odd because like all of a sudden in the midst of whatever this wave is with what has come out. So we had, it's been an odd wave, right? I mean, we just had a tiger, striped raptor, and then we had, so that's Lost World, and then we had the JP3 Pteranodon. And then we got Ray Arnold from Jurassic Park. And now we have Hammond and Ellie, but also Dimorphodon from Jurassic World. And then another raptor from Jurassic Park. So, like, what is going on here? We'll wait for this to load. What is the wave? Like, I have no idea what's going on with the wave. It's so interesting. But there is a second edition, I guess, of the. Oh, come on, why is this thing not loading right? Of the original Jurassic Park Raptor. It was the first thing that came out with Ian Malcolm. Here we go. Oh, it was there, but it disappeared. Hopefully I can find it. But it's been something I believe hasn't really been around much recently. But all right, here we go. Can I do a quick look? All right, quick look. There we go. I don't know if the paint is going to be slightly different or not. I do have mine right here. And I don't know. This one looks super glossy in the pictures. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Paint application seems to be very similar, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks glossier. I don't know if that's going to happen, but outside of that, everything looks to be pretty similar. Maybe a bit different coloring in the face, actually. It's hard to tell. But it would be nice if it was just slightly different or a little bit more nuanced or something like that. It is still, the blue sculpt. So it is still technically a blue Velociraptor blue here, painted to look like an original Velociraptor. That never really bothered me on this Raptor. I know it bothered a lot of people, but it was not something that bothered me. Once it hit the Tiger Stripe Raptor, I was like, oh, no. Blue does not work in this case for me. Because that one, I feel like, is even more distinct than this one. I feel like you can almost swap the other ones a little bit easier. But not the Tiger Stripe one. Certainly not the Jurassic Park 3 ones. Maybe the female Raptor, but not the male Raptor. And as you can see, they changed the base color back to clear, which that Pteranodon was also clear. I know a lot of people complained that it looked like a puddle of something underneath the body, but I don't know. I didn't mind the amber stands there. I thought they weren't too bad, but these ones just look a little bit cheaper to me, to be honest. After having the amber colored ones, these just look a little bit too plain or just unfinished. But there you go, another Raptor. So that, I think, let's bring it back over here to, let's bring it over to Ellie. And I want to see, because oh my God, 120 comments. What are you guys doing? All right, I got to figure out where I left off. Scrolling through, and I saw Victoria's just like, Brad, what, did I miss something? What's happening? Sometimes when I do these, why is everybody in here? See, I forgot people were watching for a little bit. I actually can't go back far enough. Looks like Stephen Ray Morris is in here. What's up, Stephen? I don't remember. Was it? I feel like I might be confusing that with Chronicle Collectibles. I think maybe Chronicle Collectibles had like a Owen and a Grant, I believe. Maybe are you thinking that maybe? I don't know. I mean, look, Grant is going to be coming, right? But we just have to wait. I like we're on the same mindset here. Hammond is jacked. And Jurassic Soul says Ellie does deserve better. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree there. Oh, this is too funny. You guys, Hammond will drop kick Peter Ludlow. Dude, if we ever got a Peter Ludlow, even like I would just be thrilled. That would be amazing. 10 out of 10 John Hammond's impression. Go home. Go home. Because that was I was like, I can't just throw out a John Hammond impression off the top of my head very well. So I didn't even bother. I mean, I did that. That was probably the 10 out of 10 right there. You heard that and you're like, oh, that's legit. I can't deny that. Alien Resurrection Raptor. What is that? Kill me. I was just bored. I just spit everywhere. Raptor looks like something out of Ghostbusters. Yeah. Yeah. It's hideous. It's true. I got lost like deep in thought there, and I was like, hold on, guys. I gotta go throw up for a second. That's hideous. Let's leave it on that. Oh my God. How dare you? Wait, maybe that's what Dodgson's like. Nedry, can you go get all this DNA for me? Little did we know, he didn't want to make dinosaurs. He just wanted to make protein shakes taste a little bit better. It's like, I can do a normal chocolate protein shake, but it would taste much better with Metriacanthosaurus DNA inside of it. Why? Why does this stream exist? Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, the head's interchangeable. Yes. You know, you don't need to just have one sitting on the ground. I mean, you could, but you can interchange them, or you can put them on. You can pop off the head from your Hasbro Owen. Very easy. Just pop it off. There's a little ball under there, and then you can just put on the other head from the other figures. Easy as that. That's my tutorial for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, they are ugly little creatures, but I love them so much too. Has Amber Collection done any Lost World characters? No. Nope. I was hoping that the second iteration of Ian Malcolm would be, but it's not. I love that you question this. Like, did they ever confirm that they acquired the license for the actors, the original actors? Because like when you look at any of the figures, you're like, oh no. Yeah, it's like it's interesting. It's like they got this close with so many of them, right? Like so many of them are very, very close, but just not them. When, you know, on the other hand, you look at like this figure right here from Back to the Future, and like I have no issue with this at all. And this is the same price, basically. And it's a NECA figure, but like when you look at the likeness on there, you're like, that's him. I know it's a little blurry, but that's him. That works. That is Doc Brown. And you look at this, you're like, that is definitely Marty McFly. I mean, that works. That one might be one of the poorer likenesses from the Back to the Future one, but but still, when you look at these Jurassic ones, you're like, I mean, yeah, I guess that's him. It's close. Some of them are way closer than others, but yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Never thought to ask. Maybe I should ask. Oh, there we go. There it is. What's up, Victoria? I don't know if you're still here or not. Like I said, go check out her video on the Amber Collection. Great video showcasing most of the issues surrounding this toy line. I love that. I do love it. I feel like I'm like an outlier when it comes to this line. I like really do dig it, and I'll probably get them all except for the second Ian Malcolm, which I'm like, I don't ever need to get that because I don't like it, to begin with. But yeah, but that's the only one. Oh my god, it skipped again. I gotta go through 120 something comments. No, not that far. Yeah, I don't even know if there's waves or anything. I was just kind of going off of what Victoria had said in her video, like about needing waves, but it's mostly just like, here's some things, guys, randomly. It definitely needs to be like better waves and stuff like that. She really nailed that part of the discussion there. Thanks, Victoria. Ellie, Jesse, Raphael. yeah. I didn't want to rip the joke from the chats there, but it does. Sally, Jesse, Raphael. How do you say that? Raphael? Yeah. It does. When was the last time that show was on? Look, no one knows what I'm talking about at this point. I'm going back to that hideous raptor. Okay, so maybe, yeah, because like I was confusing it myself with the whole Grant thing. I've thought that same thing. Like I thought we already saw it, or it was something like that. Thought I saw it out somewhere, but literally the moment you asked, I was like, wait, maybe it was Chronicle or something like that. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, Jurassic Dave. Yeah. There we go. This stream is lit, or I'm just slowly losing my mind. You guys can stick around and watch it happen. All right, so I'll continue to go through the chat, but I know we got to move along. We've been going for a while, so let's move over to our next one. We're going to talk about Universal Orlando, and we're going to look at their tribute store for Jurassic World, and it's this. So actually, let me let's just look through this real quick because it's pretty fantastic. So I'll play this as we're walking through here. I know it's a little skippy on your guys' end, but you get to go in. Oh, there's probably two sets of music. Let me turn mine down. But you got in-gen logos, and if you guys are confused about, let me actually just set this up, I guess, ahead of time. In Universal Studios Florida, there's two parks. There's Universal Studios, and then there's also Islands of Adventure. Islands of Adventure is where the Velocicoaster is currently and will always be. Maybe another day it'll be somewhere else, but usually it's going to be at Islands of Adventure. But in the other park, they do a tribute store typically around like seasonal events and stuff like that. So for Mardi Gras, they just had one. It was really decked out in Mardi Gras, just stuff all over the place. Beads, I guess. I hesitated because I didn't know what else Mardi Gras was. And then also for Halloween Horror Nights, it's usually it's themed to like around whatever the theme is for that year. Like not last year, but the year before that, 2019. I think it was 2019, was it? There was like Ghostbusters room. There was like Stranger Things, not Stranger's Things. That's weird. Stranger Things. Yeah, you went in a room and there was just a bunch of Stranger's Things all over the place. You're like, whose stuff is this? And that's like a Seinfeld routine. I don't know. Uh-oh. Is it the power trying to come back on? I feel like I almost lost you in the middle of a Seinfeld routine. That would have been horrible. Yep. Where's that other comment about slowly losing my mind? Anyway, so now with the Velocicoaster popping up, we have another tribute house and or tribute store, which actually has a ton of merch. There's super highly themed rooms all over the place, and then there's also like snacks and stuff like that. So let's go in. We're entering the room here, and you enter in, and it's pretty epic. Get ready. Jurassic World Velocicoaster. It's like you're entering in, to the, the control center of Jurassic World. It's really epic. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble with this music, huh? Yeah, probably. I should probably turn that down a little bit. Let's get that down a little bit. Yeah, so you can see, look at that. That stuff's amazing. Look at all those control things. Control panels, you got TVs all over the place, and then of course merch. And hey guys, look, there's some Velociraptors from the Amber collection. So the top one I believe is blue. Nice stack of them there. And then I think the other one is maybe like Charlie. And then you got those giant head things. I forget what they're called. T-shirts all over the place. So interesting. If you see that like jukebox looking thing over there, I think it's some sort of like mold a dinosaur thing or something. And there's like a little panel where you like lift it up and probably like, how you can do like a pressed penny or something like that. I feel like very similar to that, but it'll actually mold a little dinosaur. Maybe. I don't know. You got some Jurassic World merch. This merch actually popped up around the time Jurassic World The Ride came out in Hollywood. Oh, there's like a nice IKEA display right there. So, if you want to display some stuff, IKEA, hit it up. And then some Jurassic World shirts, good stuff like that. Another control panel. A lot of this feels very reminiscent of, what you would see out of Jurassic World, the exhibition. So that's pretty cool. It kind of like looks like a nice companion piece to that. But these rooms are awesome because, like I said, this was like, I believe, the Ghostbusters room a few years ago. And then you would walk through this door and there was just like a massive Stranger Things setup. But yeah, you walk through here and you got these raptors and it looks like, you got a raptor pen or something on the other side. And there's Jurassic World Dominion merch in there. There's some Dominion shirts and stuff like that. So keep your eyes peeled. So this cargo container is pretty interesting. Oh, there's some thunder, guys. Hopefully I don't lose you. This cargo container thing has popped up all over the world, I think. I think it was out in London. I think it was in Australia. It's been everywhere, man. Some fun looking merch, though. Look at those shirts. I got to go back. Look at that. Look at those designs. There's like floral slashes, Jurassic World in the big orange font. That is like killer merch right there. Now it looks like, I'm assuming that's blue. It kind of looks like blue. You got Raptor Country shirts. Those are some Dominion style shirts and socks. All those logos from like the Let Dinos Roam and stuff like that. And Let Them Live, Let Them Roam, or whatever they say. You got bubble blowers for the T-Rex. You got some other merch. You got khakis. You go down this hall, not too much in here. It's a transitional piece. You kind of go down the hallway. Got some really cool artwork and stuff on the walls. And obviously, like, it's like, hey, let's cover up these panels and, make it look like it's gonna crisp you if you touch it. I like that. Those like classic looking art. That's amazing. And then you head across into a room over here, which is it's kind of like you just traversed over into the old park. And look at this stuff. Look at this, like, you know, there could be a brain in this. You don't know. There could be a hideous brain in one of those eggs. If you guys don't know that reference, go back about 40 minutes, however long it was. Some fun stuff in here. You got some like InGen paperwork like you would see in the Lost World. Some different things in there. You got walkie-talkies that you can find on your Amber Collection, Ian Malcolm and Ellie Sattlers. And there's a compy up there, it looks like. Some nice merch. I have that mug. It's a great mug. Pick it up. You guys look at more IKEA display cases. Got some raptor eggs and other kind of cool stuff in here. Some old tech on this. Well, look at this. Hold on a second. That's amazing. I'm going to get in there and take a picture with that wall. That is the new selfie wall at Universal. That's amazing. I can't believe that they made that into a wall. How incredible is that? I was watching this video. Maybe you guys had the same reaction right now, but like watching through and I was like, man, this place is awesome. And then I got to this wall and I was like, no way. That's incredible. I can't believe that's there. So continuing on, Mr. DNA merch all over the place. Look at it. Oh, it's so good. So good. You got some Imagine Next toys over there on your left, a compy up top. You got an Alan Grant hat in here. Look at that. I mean, it looks like Indiana Jones, but okay. A Barbasol can. What else we got here? Some more merch. Oh, look at that. What is this? Bingo. Dino DNA. Maybe you can make some. It's only $6, guys. You can make something. Patasaurus. Oh, look at this. So in here, look at this. What was that voice? Back to Jurassic World. And you got the Gentle Giants. Gentle Giants. Petting Zoo. And you got this trike in here. And I feel like it kind of looks like the one from the Triceratops encounter, but I also feel like it doesn't. It's hard to say. And of course, unfortunately, they don't focus on it. It kind of looks like it, but it also doesn't to me. It does. It looks a little bit more like less cartoony than the original one. But maybe I'm wrong. It's the same color, that's for sure. So you got some dino feed stations there. That's pretty cool. You can train some raptors. Yeah, hey, I got to go down to the raptor feed station next to all them cupcakes. Give me some treats for my raptors. And look at all those treats. Look at that stuff. You got Jurassic World logos. I'm very pumped to get, hopefully, that, which we'll take a look at it in a minute in the article that we posted, but it's like some like moose thing with like a nice Jurassic World cup. That's pretty cool. I always like keeping these cups, that thing's coming. Like what do you call it? At the Who? No, Green Eggs and Ham. Yeah. There's a restaurant, like a little, quick service restaurant called Green Eggs and Ham. And it came with like the Who hash in like this can. I took it home. I don't know. It's what I do. Collect junk. Over here, I was like, dude, there's some sick burgers. Those buns look amazing. But I'm pretty sure it's just like piles of like amber pieces with bugs in them. But man, if those were buns, dude, this will be the best looking buns you've ever seen. Yeah, that's a quote. Go ahead, quote me, I guess. Eggs, you got some chocolate eggs, I guess. $18 for a chocolate egg. Oh, that's such a cute dino. Oh, the whole egg is chocolate, it looks like, too. Man, that's too much. I don't need that much chocolate. Blurry stuff there. You got your checkout. Some drinks. Some more merch. Ooh, so wait, some more Amber collection. Ooh, you got a Spino in there. Look at that. Woo! Spino. You got some Charlies and a blue. And some Indoraptors. Whoa. Whoa. When's the last time you saw one of those? I mean, maybe if you went to the park. I got a plesiosaur up there, some Stiggies, and Monolophosaurus, Triceratops, Pteranodon. Nice. It's a good collection of stuff there. Probably way more expensive than Target. Emerald collection is all over this place. I'm digging that. That's awesome to see. But yeah, I believe that is about it here. Don't forget those banners up top. That's awesome. And then you exit right over here. And you got those posters that you can actually see inside the Velocicoaster queue as well. And if you were lucky enough, you got them from Barnes & Noble back in 2015. Not that one. But yeah, there you go. Let yourself whoa. Maybe they should get me to like record that for their commercials. Hey guys, let yourself whoa. Sold. Did it. All right, now what do I do? Where's my screen? All right, so going back over here to let's see. Let's go to a good snapshot here while we're. That's not a good one. Actually, let's just go back to the beginning. That works. All right, so going back over to you guys, see what you guys are talking about over here in the chat room. Oh, skipped ahead. My bad. Going back up. All right, so Universal Orlando is my mecca. There you go. Yeah, I was like trying to talk so much over it that maybe they didn't hear it. There's not a Jurassic World score under my voice right now. I swear. Oh, skipped ahead again. My bad. All right, so let's see. No, you did not miss that. We're going to talk season 3 in just a few minutes here. So I know it's going to be a long one, but we'll get back to it in a second. I wish this was my house. Yeah, imagine walking to your house and just this like entrance. Yeah, I know you're talking about that photo op, man. Nick Van Owen. I'm gonna stand in there and just be like, Nick Van Owen, just like, and no, everybody will be like you guys and be like, what is that guy doing? Yeah, you gotta practice. I didn't do it, Nick. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. Greenpeace was last year. I don't know. I can't do it. That was pathetic. Pathetic. Why did I even try it? I'm just doing weird voices for the heck of it, I guess. All right. So, thank you, Steve. Wild stream, but you're here for it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. I swear this is just coffee. This is literally just coffee. But yeah, I actually almost got these two things confused, and I was like, one's an ear pod and one's a bloody arm. So that's what's happening here tonight. So thank you for the cheers on the Camp Cretaceous coverage. Yeah, it's always fun, like covering that show and leading up to the point where everybody gets to see it finally. And I love this time, this season, Camp Cretaceous season, which happens 3 times a year at least. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking some more Camp Cretaceous in just a minute here. Thank you again for the super chat. Always awesome to see you here in the chat. But yeah, so I think we can move over to Camp Cretaceous. I think we can do it, right? I can probably do that. Noble was last year. Camp Cretaceous season 1 was last year. Now we're on season 3. Nope. you better go, because we're gonna as long as my house doesn't lose power. There's thunder out there. Yeah. By the way, I was out this morning. I heard like a rumble. I heard like a deep rumble, right? And like I was like, what was that noise? So I went outside, and as I'm walking outside, I'm like, maybe it's the power trying to come back on. And I walk outside by myself, and I'm standing there listening. I don't hear anything. My son comes outside, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I hear something deep. It kind of sounds like a dinosaur footstep." And he's like, probably not. Dinosaurs don't exist anymore." And I'm like, maybe some do. Maybe not all of them. I'm trying to like downplay the fact that literally all dinosaurs are dead. How do you explain that? I don't. I was like, dude, come on. Let me think you still believe that dinosaurs might exist out there, you know? So I was bummed, but I was like, maybe I like flustered. Like maybe some are still alive, but they're not. So yeah. But let's move over to some full spoilers for Camp Cretaceous season 3. All right, we're gonna do it, guys. We're talking full spoilers for Camp Cretaceous season 3. If you don't want to know anything about it, leave. We're gonna talk some spoilers here. I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about. I have no notes, no nothing here, but I figured we'll kind of take the conversation as it goes, see what you guys want to talk about as far as spoilers go. I wanted to kind of maybe kick it off with one topic in relation to season 3. So again, if you guys are still lingering around, I know there's a bunch of you here. If you want to know about Camp Cretaceous season 3, if you're okay with spoilers, if you've seen the entire thing, please stick around. But if you're not, if you don't want to see or hear anything about it, if you have not watched the show yet, please go. Because we're going to talk some Camp Cretaceous season 3. I'm going to go ahead and share. I think I can share a different screen here. Let's share a different screen. So again, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Ooh, I'm going to share this one. This is going to be nice. Oh yeah, spoilers. There we go. Look at that. Storming outside here. There might be a Scorpius Rex outside or 2. I don't know. You never know how many are going to be out there. You don't know. But all right, so I want to kick it off with I want to go literally to the end, the very, very last moment of this show. Let's go to the last possible second of this season 3. And I want to start at the very end and just kind of maybe we'll jump around and we'll talk some other things. But I want to know what you guys think is in the boat. What's going on with the boat? So the kids, obviously they get off the island again for the second, third, fourth, how many times they tried to get off the island. But at the very, very end of the episode, you kind of, I think that maybe the door handle jiggles on like a little cabin on this ship, right? And obviously it doesn't pertain to this image, but and you do hear like a little roar. You do hear a roar there. You hear something. And I want to know what you guys think is in there. What do you think is in that boat? What do you think is stowing away there on the ship as they are trying to get out of there? So let's kick it off with Steve here. Steve says, dino or human in the boat? Dino or human in the boat? I think it's got to be a dinosaur. because of there's a roar. I think there's definitely a roar there. Maybe there's a human too, but there's definitely a roar. Now, I have not gone and compared the roar to other dinosaurs from this season. I have no idea if it relates to any of them, or it's kind of a same audio clip that we've heard before. I'm going to go out on a limb. All right. I'm going to go way out on a limb, Bo. Not that limbo. I'm going to go out on a limb and take a guess that there is a baby on this boat, a baby dinosaur, young, maybe a juvenile, small dinosaur on this boat. And I'm also going to think that it's a velociraptor. All right. That's what I'm going with. That's my thought. That's my theory. I'm thinking that it is a young velociraptor. So why do I think this? I think that season 3 had a lot of moments where it alluded to the novel, right? I mean, there was one plane right out there in the open where they referred to John Hammond's death in the novel, right? How, the compies, and he, died out here, and it's like, oh, I read it somewhere. But I think this is another comparison to the book where most of the book, Grant and the kids are attempting to get back to the control center so that they can call to the boat that left the island, because at some point, Timmy, I believe Timmy saw shadows and things like moving down the side of the boat, and he's like, there's dinosaurs on this boat. We need to tell the boat to turn around, to not go back to the mainland. So I think that it might be like alluding to the book again. And in a way, I mean, obviously different circumstance, different boats, stuff like that. But I think it could be a nice comparison to the novel where a young raptor is a stowaway on this boat here. I think that could be kind of fun and interesting. And I don't know, I feel like baby raptors, which we got a little glimpse, obviously, in Fallen Kingdom. We got a bunch of little moments there in Fallen Kingdom where we saw some baby raptors. But I love, and we just read the book. I know Stephen Ray Morris and Jurassic Dave were on an episode where I was on as well, and we were talking about the book. And I feel like we were talking about it, or maybe it was one of the other episodes I was listening to, but there's a lot of like really, really playful moments with baby raptors where they're like jumping on shoulders and just like doing all kinds of really cute things. And I would like that more, even more so than we saw in Fallen Kingdom. But I think that could be kind of fun to see. And I don't know how it'll play out. I don't know if that's the case, but I think it could be a nice little, throwback to the novel. And you're asking, I don't know if you're asking, but I'm assuming you're probably asking, well, how is there a baby raptor? Well, I think this dinosaur right here is a decent answer. Obviously, like, major plot point in season 3 was the fact that the Scorpius had a sibling that an offspring that it made at some point during the season. So season 3 ends around 6 months. They say it's around 6 months after the fall of Jurassic World. The end of season 2 is about 2 to 3 months after after the fall of Jurassic World. So by the time you go from season 2 to 3 to the end of season 3, that's 3 more months. So this thing, maybe it laid an egg, or I don't know how. I know people are talking about morphing dinosaurs that are like just separating into 2, and I'm not about that theory too much, but I don't know how else it would do it. It just laid, not an egg, but maybe just another Scorpius popped out. I don't know. But I think that this kind of set up the notion that, again, obviously for audiences, they kind of did it obviously back in Jurassic Park. But I think it's setting into plan like the fact that dinosaurs can reproduce on their own. So I feel like that could be interesting, because Blue could just maybe Blue out there just reproduces on her own. And then the baby raptor goes off, gets separated during the Scorpius Blue battle. Imagine if Blue had a little nest in the visitor center with some babies or baby eggs or something like that, and one of them got away. That'd be kind of interesting. And then somehow was a stowaway on this boat. I don't know how that happened, but I think it's a fun theory. That's my theory, at least. I think that Blue maybe did this as well, like the Scorpius did, and now we have a baby raptor out there. I think that could be a fun plot point. And again, easily explained because Darius was just like, well, I think, with the genes that these dinosaurs have, they just, well, you know what he said. But I think that could be a fun way to tie into like maybe the future of Jurassic. And I think Jurassic World Aftermath kind of talked about Blue being capable of this. And Jurassic World Aftermath is a VR game. If I remember correctly, I feel like I never got the chance to play it, but I feel like I've heard others talk about it. Steven, did you play it? I think you might have. I think it was talked about in that game how Blue is capable of potentially capable of producing on her own. So could just be a long, setup between that game and this show, showing that other creatures can do it and grow up pretty fast. It could be interesting to see. So from there, I'm going to say that, we saw Kenji earlier in the season at some point with a compass, right? And he's like, I can't find north. Where's north? Or whatever. And, he's reading the compass wrong. So I feel like he's obviously the captain, right? He made such a big fuss about his captain's hat, and he was up in I can never, what is this word? I've done so many podcasts and live streams recently where I'm like, what is this word where you steer a boat? Is there a name for that room or that part of the boat or a ship? whatever that spot is. The part where you steer. Kenji is up there alone. I feel like he'll mess up at some point and head off in a different direction. And they may come across Sorna thinking maybe it's Costa Rica or something like that. Or I would say Manticore intercepts them at some point because they're definitely right off the coast. I mean, the Scorpius took out one of the drones. It's obviously got to be Manticore. So I think either they just steer off course by mistake, heading over to Sorna, or Manticore intercepts, and maybe I think that they have, no matter what, I think they have a base of operations on Sorna. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably the closest island out of all of them, I think, to Isla Nublar. So it would obviously be the best base of operations. I don't think a drone can go that far. Like, what is it, 87 miles or something like that? I never know what the mileage is. It from Isla Nublar or from Costa Rica? I forget. But this the steering wheel. Yeah, there it is, Dave. The bridge contains the steering wheel. Or there's also, I think, another name for the steering wheel on a boat. The helm. The helm is the person. The helm is a person? The bridge. I like that. Okay, the bridge. That's the word. The bridge. Okay, all right. So here's some confirmation. Nublar to Sorna is 87 miles. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just I didn't know if it was to Costa Rica or Sorna or whatever the direction was. See, I'm Kenji. I have no idea. Give me a compass. I'll point us. I know where to go. Indiana Jones. According to Wikipedia, the helm is a person that steers the boat. I didn't know that. I thought that was a captain. Wouldn't that be the captain? What about Costa Rica to Sorna? I have no idea. See, that's exactly the kind of instance I'm assuming is like, Kenji's like, look, guys, I got us home, no problem. And then they're like, Kenji, I don't think this is Costa Rica. And they end up on Sorna. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, also you have to kind of like think about whatever is in that cargo hold, that other room. what do you call that room in a boat? um, but maybe that forces them to go to the closest thing, which would be Sorna. That's another. So I think there's three things, right? They mistakenly go there, Manticore intercepts them, or they decide we have to get to the closest thing, and that happens to be Sorna, to drop off this dinosaur. But the brig, yeah. Mystery Dino is down in the brig. Throw it down in the brig on the back of this fancy, expensive boat that obviously has a brig. It's my pirate voice for you guys. So instead of talking about boat parts, I guess, let's talk about some of these things that I was mentioning before. All right, so oh my God, Jared. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible due to the timeline of the live tour, but that would be amazing if that was actually true. um, come on. Where are you getting these dates? Probably April 9th, 2000. What do you where? Where did you make that up from? Lewis? All right, so Jared said that Clayton thinks it's a young Scorpius. I definitely have thought about that too. The potential of a third Scorpius. I think that's definitely possible. And one of my thoughts would have been Hap, but actually what could be an interesting thing is like Hap comes across a baby raptor to kind of tie these things together. He comes across it and like wants to help it. For some reason, he takes it to this boat and he's like, I know there's some tools in here that could help me. Tools? Why would I use tools? I know there's some doctors. There's a first aid kit in here. I forget what he sounds like. Was it something like that? Something like that. He sounded angry the whole time. There's a first aid kit in here. And then it's like the Lost World. And then the boat goes over a cliff. Dodgson thinks it's a Monolophosaurus on the boat. Pretty cool. Limbo. It's Limbo. It has to be Limbo. No, I don't think it has to be Limbo. I think Limbo, unless Limbo was really annoyed that the InGen mercenary people thought that they were Darius and Brooklyn. Who was it? I forget. And then they just scattered and went to the boat. I don't think so, because they, we saw them towards the end of that season, whether it was episode 9 or 10. But I don't think so. Siaka thinks it's another hybrid. Can't be Blue since she's still in the island in Fallen Kingdom. A Compy or a Monolophosaurus doesn't feel very twisty. Yeah, exactly, right? I feel like there needs to be a little twist to it. I feel like that's why a Velociraptor...
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
I wasn't talking to you, that's why. Why does she always interrupt me? Siri. What was I talking about? Velociraptor? Yeah, that's why I feel like a Velociraptor would be a nice little twist. Sorry, spoiled it for you. Another Scorpius I feel like would be like really on the nose and like kind of like a again, like there's another one. I don't think that would work story-wise. I don't think it would be as interesting story-wise. Jonathan thinks it's a Monolophosaurus. I mean, look, a Monolophosaurus would make sense because of how it was easily able to traverse the massive skyscraper on Isla Nublar in the middle of the jungle. Yeah, so it's Scorpius, not Scorpius. There you go. Scorpius was changed in the final stage as Scropius. I think you messed up. But yeah, so that is very, very confusing because you do have people who worked on the show saying Scorpius with a U on Twitter. They're actually saying, "Hey, when we made the Scorpius," but then my emails that I've gotten from DreamWorks and I forget. It said it just the other day. Oh no, on the toy box it says Scorpius with an O. But it's all over the place, and even in the show, in the closed captioning, it goes back and forth. It's all closed captioning is kind of a mess for this season. But yeah, so I wish it was just the US one instead of the other one because I feel like it just makes it confusing. And I like Steven's comment. Zombie Tiffany is in the boat. That would be amazing. Thank you. The novel tie-in is actually pretty darn neat. I think so. I think it really is. It is a nice little nod to it. Yeah. Life of Pi style. They have to try to turn. They have to try and turn around or take it to Sorna. And it's a very novel idea. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Did any kids put eggs in their bags like in JP3? I don't think so. I feel like they want to get away from dinosaurs, not carry new ones with them. All right, so I want to go to this. My only issue with the baby raptor is it's kind of hard to reconcile. Does that mean that there's an identical raptor roaming around, identical to Blue out there by Dominion? Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, I would think so. That would basically be my thing. I don't think it would be identical. I would like it to have a little difference to it, obviously. But yeah, I guess this would kind of prove that different, though, right? Because this Scorpius looks basically identical to the other Scorpius. Maybe one of them spelled with an O. Maybe the other one's like, no, I'm spelled with a U, not an O. That's my brother. How dare you confuse us? But I sidetrack myself so easily. I don't know why I do this. But yeah, I think that could be an issue, right? It could be a thing. But it could be a nice little discovery for Blue in Dominion, right? It could if it ever did come into contact with the other one. I have no idea, but again, that raptor would have to be out there for 3 years or 2.5 years before Fallen Kingdom even happens, right? So I don't know. I don't know how you would reconcile it outside of it would stay on Sorna, and that Sorna would actually be full of dinosaurs and not void of dinosaurs, like a lot of materials would lead you to believe. Mitosis. It's when one creature splits into two. Parthenogenesis is when a single creature lays an egg, which in the VR game says Blue can do that. Okay. Yeah. So Blue, that's what I was alluding to before. Mitosis. I don't, what creatures do that? That sounds horrifying. I feel like that's just like an amoeba or something. I don't know science. And yes, you did play it, but it was hard. You haven't finished it yet. Oh man, love VR, but those raptors were terrifying. Oh man, I haven't played it. I gotta play it. Maybe I'll get around to it. I don't know, when the sequel comes out or something. All right, let's see. Oh, skipped ahead again. Almost sounded like Hap. Almost. Siaka says, I'm betting whatever it is something that the kids will sympathize with, since it's hard to imagine them all ganging up on and drowning a lone dinosaur on a boat. Yeah, I don't think they would do that. I do like the idea of them sympathizing with it. And that was, if you guys have listened or to the podcast or to live streams, that was my idea for the Scorpius, right? Because I felt like going into season 3, a lot of the marketing and a lot of the feelings behind what the Scorpius would be something scary, something sinister. And yes, it was. So that was accurate. But in my mind, I was almost like, wouldn't it be cool if the Scorpius was not scary? What if it was like much more docile, much more like not like Blue, but like more like Genie from the live tour, or kind of like I'm talking about with the Velociraptor hatchling baby, whatever, a brain even. Go back and listen to the beginning of the show for that reference. But I do like that idea. If it was something they could sympathize with and kind of keep around, especially because look at this, Camp Cretaceous has no more Bumpy, right? Bumpy. I would assume there's no more Bumpy on this show, right? I know I have theories that in the future we'll see a season where it meets up with the timeline of Fallen Kingdom, and the kids are older and they see the events unfold via not marketing, but news outlets and social media of the dinosaurs out, and they have to try to track down Bumpy as an adult. I think that could be a great, season or whatever. But right now, there's no cute little dino. There's no cute thing to attach to. So I think this could be a great way to introduce another baby dinosaur. People went nuts for Baby Blue. Remember that, right? Second that Baby Blue footage was released, it was like, oh my God, that's amazing. We all rallied around Baby Blue. So yeah, I could see that happening again, where there's another baby Velociraptor. They're all super cute, except for that brain one in the toy. Yeah, so exactly. And here's the comment: where are the cute dinos at now? The ones that sell the plushie merch. Exactly. Jose says Monolophosaurus on the boat. Maybe Clayton Fioridi's on the boat. You never know. Teresa might maybe think so. I don't know. Look. We gotta like. I feel like we just gotta relax on the market, the viral material, because like you just literally said it in this comment, it was deleted because they wanted to change it. How many times does that need to happen? It's so confusing to try to parse out all the details of these websites and then compare it to the films or the TV shows, and then have it completely like, ruined and said like, well, yeah, things have changed now. And then now we're going to delete 2012 because that doesn't feel right. And now we're going to delete this and that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right, 7 out of 10. I mean, that's fine. I don't like. Give me next week. I'll have it. I'll have this. 10 out of 10. I'll have it next week. Thank you, Dylan, for thinking that this one was a 10 out of 10. But he sounds like Jason Statham. Okay. All right. He sounds like Jason Statham. What does he sound? Does he sound like this? Jason Statham sound like this? I feel like he's got like a. Yeah, he definitely sounds like this. Jason Statham. Right? I'm going to drive a car fast. That's it. That's the only quote it's not even a quote. It's the only quote I know by Jason Statham is, I got to drive this car really fast and deliver some things, or drive and run into The Rock. Oh God, that'd be hilarious. He's like, I don't know who's on this boat right now, but I want to scare them off. I don't know what now. It sounds completely different, but I'm going to scare them off. And the kids are like, oh my They just jump off the boat and they're like, and then Hap's like, well, now I got it all to myself. Going home. And then he just drives off super fast and then goes off a jump. But going back to that point before, I think it could be interesting if maybe Hap found the baby raptor. Like I was joking about it before, but that could be a fun way. I've really thought that Hap there's no way he was dead because we didn't hear him die. In that same season, you heard and you had visual cues to show you that Mitch and Tiff died. But Hap didn't really have that. He had a confrontation, but you didn't really get the sense. I didn't get the sense that he died. So I thought for sure when season 2 was done, I'm like, we're going to see that boat again. And we're also going to see Hap. They're both out there. I swear. So we got 1 or 2. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Michael, that might be the case, I mean, there's always the chance that they never even open that door, right? I mean, that seems kind of strange, but I guess there's a chance that they don't even open it, right? And they just like get to Sorna really fast or whatever. No, I don't think it's going to be a big threat either. I don't think so either. I think it's just, exactly what you're saying, like a plot device to get them to Sorna or something along those lines. So Teresa says, maybe it is Scorpius because there's no way that she was hunting for E750 and now it's over. Okay, so I guess you mean the one Scorpius was hunting for the other Scorpius. I don't think it's going to be the Scorpius, or I don't really think it's going to be a version or a third Scorpius. But I do kind of question whether both Scorpii are dead. Scorpiuses. We only did see visually one dead, but maybe it's just their way of alluding to the fact that they're both dead, but you literally only see one of them, dead. So there's a chance that there's the other Scorpii, Scorpius. Hey, it's me. I made it out fine. Me with the U. Scorpius with the U. My brother, though, with the I or the O, however you spell it, he's dead. That's how they talk, Yeah. This is my problem with the consensus of canonical material at this point is like the default is to say, oh, they probably lied. And I don't like that. I don't dig that. I think most of the time in these films, they didn't necessarily lie. You didn't see the whole truth, or, things were revealed like later as like you didn't know there was a second island, but all of a sudden there's a second island, or all of a sudden there's these dinosaurs. But I don't necessarily see it as like lying. I just see it as like, we didn't tell you the whole truth, but I don't like the idea of just everybody lying to you straight up. I feel like there's a difference between not knowing the truth and just being lied to about what's real and what's not. I don't like unreliable narrators too much, and I feel like the default is to go for that with this, canon material here. What if all the severed E750 parts? Yeah, they just like slowly like crawl their way to each other, and then just like, and yeah, I don't, yeah, that would be fun. Jurassic Souls was there. It wasn't Clayton, guys, or Hap. It was Jurassic Souls. Yeah, gives me a headache. Gives me just straight up entire pains in my whole body. No. See, don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say about canon. I just don't care anymore about canon because no one cares. Maybe you guys care, probably. But I mean, the creators don't care. I don't think Steven ever cared. You know, they didn't really care about continuity all that much. Look, Michael Crichton didn't care between between books. Malcolm's alive all of a sudden. So like I feel like there's never been this care for like cultivating this franchise in a way that everything makes sense. And it's like we're all trying to do it after the fact and it's not working. It is complicated, you could say. Yeah. Anything in the viral marketing is there because they don't care enough to put it in the movies. Yeah. I'm feeling cynical about it too. I mean, I'm feeling cynical about it just because like I feel like kind of like you're saying, they don't care enough to put it in a film, so they'll just throw it on a website and like let other people write it. But yeah, I just feel like everything could be erased at any point. You know, look, and you mentioned here Sorna, your words if Sorna is in if we see Sorna. So if we see Sorna and Sorna shows us a different version than what we were told in the viral. Imagine that being a word. Maybe it is. Viral marketing. If it shows it different from what is in the viral marketing, I don't know. I just would be really, I'd just be like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with like trying to piece things together because it's not worth it at that point. Like I don't want to be told that there's nothing there and then show up to Sorna and it's thriving and then be like, well, what happened? Thank you. My Statham impersonation is an 11 out of 10, apparently. That's good to know. Wait, I'm so confused. I thought you said good morning. It's 4 a.m. there now, and you've been here for an hour. Okay. Good night. Yeah. Dude, imagine if like Hap, was in Dominion. It would just have to be Jason Statham at this point. There's no other way you could do it. So you actually miss Site B so much. I miss it too. I miss it a lot. I was thinking about this the other day. Camp Cretaceous showed us a portion of Nublar, which you can see in this image here, right? That is Sorna, right? I mean, look at that. You got these giant redwood trees, and we've talked about this since the images and stuff were revealed. Before season 1, we were like, wow, that looks like Sorna aesthetic because Sorna has the redwood aesthetic. We never saw that on Nublar up until now with Camp Cretaceous. And even, like I was saying before, nobody cares. So Sorna has this aesthetic with the trees, the redwood trees. But then in Jurassic Park 3, it's a jungle. So who knows? But now that they've showcased that this aesthetic exists on Nublar, I don't know that I miss it as much because I really I miss like that aesthetic of the island with that kind of trees and stuff like that. I mean, I do miss like, the worker village and, stuff like that, those compounds and labs and stuff. But outside of that, like the main thing that I miss about Sorna is this vibe of the redwoods, and we already have it. So I don't know where I feel with that point. Spencer, a huge fan of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Hey, so are we. Oh, here you go. As a kid, you loved the concept of the island's ecosystem being split between redwoods and jungle. I don't know if I did. But I guess to each their own. That's, I could see being excited about that. I just feel like for me, that's like one of the things that like made Jurassic Park 3 seem strange, as well. I was like, well, this doesn't feel like Sorna. Is it Sorna? Or is it Site C? That's too big to fit in the boat, I think. What? Jason? Statham? Scorpius with a U is British. Oh, no, I didn't mean you. I meant Steven Spielberg. Stephen Ray Morse doesn't care about canon. Nothing. You heard it here first, guys. He doesn't care. Yeah. No, see, that's the thing. Like, I'll say that I really do enjoy diving into that stuff. I've read over the DPG. I was on a DPG site earlier today, referencing things, and like, so I'm still referencing and trying to see what works and what doesn't. But like, I just feel burned. Like I feel burned a lot of the times when I find out that something doesn't matter. It's a weird feeling, and it's not a good feeling to feel like it doesn't necessarily matter to everybody up top. It matters to us down here, but not to them up top. So it's like I just don't feel like being burned all the time. So I'll take it in, but on the outside, I'm like, I don't need it per se. I like it, and I'll read it and take it in, but like, I'm not going to rely on it too heavily. Wait, so seasons? No, so don't quote me on that. That's what I'm just saying. I think that it would be cool if a future season did that. It catches up to Dominion, and we get to see these kids. That could be cool, Not even in Dominion, but I just mean like, if, say, for instance, there was a Camp Cretaceous movie, or season 5 is set, right around the season 5 is set like the day of the Lockwood incident, right? And you get to see what the kids have been up to. They're all in their different states and in their houses or off to college or wherever. I don't know how old they are at that point, but like, you get to see them all at different places. And then, they start to get word that dinosaurs have gotten loose. And then, I've done the Ben voice so many times here on the podcast. Oh my God, that's Bumpy on TV. And he notices it, and he's like, I see, looks asymmetrical. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's true. And then he sees him, and he's like, come on, guys, we got to do a Fast and Furious. Call Jason Statham. That didn't sound anything like Ben, but okay. And they got to pool all the characters together and then go track down Bumpy. That's season 5 or 6. I would love that to be a thing, a real thing. I don't know if they're ever going to go there, but if it happens, know that you heard it here first. If you want a headache, Lewis. So my feelings recently on Canon Encyclopedia is, yes, I would like that. If it is adhered to and matters, I don't know that I necessarily want like things picked and choose as far as like what belongs there and what works and all that stuff. So I don't know. I love, see, for me, the canon is what I see. So I see Camp Cretaceous and I see that Bumpy ages from baby to, a juvenile in 2 to 3 months. That's what I see. That's real. So in my mind, I'm saying that's what happens to dinosaurs on this island. They age from, that age to a juvenile very quickly in 2 to 3 months, roundabout time frame. So that's what applies to E750 for me too. E750, I'm assuming, laid an egg or did something, had another one, 2 to 3 month time frame after Jurassic World, and then 2 to 3 months later, there's another one, an adult one, or however old this thing is. So that works out to me. So I feel like when it comes to things like Indominus Rex, in my mind, I've been shown that dinosaurs take that long to age. Therefore, the Indominus Rex was born, the egg sequence that you see at the beginning of Jurassic World was about 2 to 3 months before Jurassic World. And then 2 to 3 months later, we see the adult, or however old. Maybe it could be a little bit longer because it is big, but we do hear that it's going to be getting bigger. So that's my logic when it comes to what I see on screen. So I'm taking Camp Cretaceous as canon. I'm taking all the films as canon, even though things don't work in between some of the films and show. It happens. But yeah. What's up, Henry? How you doing? Thank you for animating this show. I love all the work you guys have done. So I love season 3. And here, you animated the Scorpius in this scene when he smashes into the fence. That moment when it smashes into the fence is so cool. I love that so much because like you see it kind of like thinking about it, and it actually just, it seems like it doesn't care, and it just like hits it anyway. It's like that messed up in the brain that it's just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna go attack this fence anyway. So I think it just shows how much of a monster this thing is. And this shot right here is so epic. Like, I love this creature. When I saw the initial designs of like the toy, I didn't love it. I thought I thought the toy didn't exactly capture this. Seeing the new pictures of the toy, maybe it's closer. I don't know, but when I actually saw this in the show, I was like, yes, that works. It works so well. Everything about it, how lanky it is. It's not like overly muscular or anything. The legs are freakishly long and skinny. And the fact that this thing like stands up and does this pose and has like this human like chest is horrific. It's perfect. And I love how this thing was brought to life. It's so good. So thank you for doing this, and to all the rest of the team members out there. So thank you so much for that. What if the redwood trees are used in this season because they have 3D assets planned for Sorna? Confirmed. I mean, he did it. He confirmed it. Nope, sorry, Henry. I'm not going to put you on the spot like that. That was not that was not a confirmation for that. Just thought it would be fun. Let's see. It's just whatever theories you guys have. I'm just going to put yes. Sorry, Henry. There is no Site C. Yes. Okay. Confirmed. I'd like to see a spinoff that shows Sorna in 93 or 92. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that would be cool if they got to meet Maisie at some point. That would be pretty fun. Do we know Maisie's age in relation to their age? So I feel like Maisie might be like a year or two younger than them. Probably. I don't know. Right? They're similar. I mean, I think that she's probably still younger. So she's younger, and by the time they catch up to Dominion, they'll be like, I don't know, like 5 to 8 years apart, probably something like that. There's some dates. Where he got them from, no one knows. Lewis, always coming out with some facts. I just don't know where they come from. Oh man, I skipped ahead again. All right, let's see. Lewis, what is happening? What is happening? What are you trying to do to me? Huh? That was like a nice little reference to Mills. What does he say in that sequence? He's arguing with Dr. Wu. What do you want me to do, huh? And he like says something like that or something, and I crack up at that moment every time. But what are you trying to do to me, huh? Live tour is soft cannon. That's it. Nothing else. It's soft cannon. And I'm sorry, Henry. This is what we do here. I do voices, apparently. That's a thing. And yes. So I don't know why you're serious. But Colin said no. So no. But I do miss Jeannie. I miss Jeannie. So do we think Jeannie's gonna be in the future episode of Camp Cretaceous? Confirmed. Kidding. Oh no. Don't make me do that voice. He's like this. I need sugar water. Sugar water. Yeah, I'm a bug. Yeah, I agree. It does feel a lot like that. That is like, that's fantastic that you used, what's his name? Ed? That's like a Edgar. It's like an Edgar suit. Edgar suit, yeah. I love that character in that film, and he gets more and more grotesque as it goes on. And I could definitely see how that, like, I could see Edgar turning into the Scorpius. That's perfect. More sugar. And we got some ages here. Oh, see, look. You see? How are we supposed to have a timeline when Darius is actually 13? Brooklyn's 13 and Kenji's 15. I like it. Brooklyn has 27 million followers at the age of 13. Wow. Why do people call them kids when they are teenagers? I would call like somebody who's like 25 a kid. Y'all out there, so many kids. I'm old. Uh, let's get back to the canon debate. Oh no. What are you trying to do to me, huh? All right. We've been doing this for over 2 hours. Oh gosh. Well, this has been fun. This has been fun. Do we have anything else to debate before we head out? Do we have anything else to debate? I appreciate everybody being here. This has been fun. And hello. We might be done. I don't know. Rampage edition is the real canon. Okay. JP1 through Fallen Kingdom are all soft canon. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you. I think that Rampage edition, hard canon, or diamond, if you will. You want to do levels. I know a lot of people like the levels of canon. And then also hard canon would also be Jurassic Park the game. Hard canon. That's like the hardest of canon. And then obviously those Jurassic Park adventures with Eric. Nobody knows how he got there because the other films aren't, like JP3 is not canon. So, Warpath is canon. Oops. LOL. Warpath is canon. On other Jurassic channels, fan film is probably canon. I think it's definitely canon. Trespasser, canon. I don't know. Is it? Can we get confirmation on that? Is it canon? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, good. Thank you, Henry. You've been invaluable for this stream. Dominion? Nope, not canon. Not canon, guys. Sorry. Eric will show up in Dominion. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So if he does show up, canon. If he doesn't show up, not canon. And his pictures on Twitter, straight up canon. Velocicoaster, definitely canon. Jurassic World, the ride, canon. For sure. Everything is non-canon. No, the things we said, they're definitely canon. Definitely canon. Henry is canon. That's for sure. But yeah. See, now we're running out of things to do at this point. Could the films be canon if Darius is 12 cent? Yeah. See, epic fan film is canon. Yeah. Everything is canon. Chris Pratt, not canon, but Lego Movie, definitely canon. Everybody at Outpost, they're canon, but we are not. We're straight up not canon here. Jason Statham's canon. Definitely canon. Steven is not canon. He's just like Steven Spielberg, who is also not canon. He's from a different timeline where Nedry got away with the embryos. Canon commercial. Yes, these Kenner commercials are. That's hard to say. Canon commercials are Kenner. No, Nedry. No, he didn't die. He's like Steven said. He is alive. In canon, the T-Rex smashes through the visitor center. That's canon. No, dinosaurs. No. Well, Bumpy is though. But dinosaurs though, no. But Bumpy is definitely canon. I would like to see that, and I would like it. See, it would make sense a what if series would make sense, like if canon worked, right? I would like it no matter what, but like it would work. It's gonna work really well in the Marvel universe because like there is such a good canon there. So I can't wait to see how that like affects everything and how it like looks in comparison to like the rest of it, seeing like Peggy, right, as Peggy Carter as Captain America. That is gonna be awesome. Like seeing that kind of stuff. What would be the what if of Jurassic? Just like Dennis Nedry getting off the island. Um, can't think of anything else. just people getting off islands with things that they shouldn't have. So, Eric dying. That's what's his name? Billy with the eggs. He's got the eggs. He gets them off. And also Grant not caring about money. That's a big what if. I would love to see that. You know, he shows up and they're like, the Kirby's are like, we can write all kinds of numbers on this. We can write all kinds of numbers on this check. He's like, sorry guys, I gotta go dig in the desert. I got more important things to do than money. There's much more important things in the world than money. Or what if? Oh, you know what the best what if series would be? What if Muldoon's socks were low? I would watch that. My God. Maybe he's still alive. If he didn't have those high socks, I think that's a thing. I think that could work. Universal, we are here to write this. Steven, you know, you're gonna help. We're gonna write this all together. I think Lewis has the the canon material for it. It could work. What about Cooper and Nash? What if they were invited to survey the park instead of Grant and Sadler for their church? You know, that's want some. You know, you think Hammond would want some scientists, but he just wants a bunch of churchgoers to sign off on his island. If his shorts, if he was like just wearing cargo pants the whole time. Cooper takes down the Spino. this canon discussion is chaos theory. See, this is the best canon discussion I think we've ever had on the show. For sure. Kirby is actually rich. My God. Well, what would it be? Kirby's, it wouldn't be paint and tile, right? So what would it be? Kirby's he's got to be like Jeff Bezos, right? He like runs Amazon instead, or like he's Mr. Google, or no, yeah, that's it. You have to, hold on, guys, I got to do a Kirby search, and you just type it into, and it's like Kirby in different colors. Somebody please make that. And I'm like typing into Kirby. I'm like Jurassic Park canon, and I try to find out what matters. Oh gosh. Oh, Eddie Carr lives through the whole movie. Claire train. Now that's a story I would like. If Owen's like, hold on, guys. Hey guys. And I can't figure out an Owen voice that's not Owen's voice. Well, guys, you know what? We got a park to run. Everybody get back to work. All right. Everybody, you know, we're building dinosaurs in the back. And Claire, you're just, I don't like your board shorts. I don't know. And then Claire trains the Raptors. I like that idea. I think that would be fun. The Mark Degler saga. He's not canon. He doesn't. Who? What? No. What's canon is that Grant and Ellie, you know, have a kid named Charlie and a baby who I don't know if it has a name or not. Lewis. Oh, well, that's the end of the series, to be honest. If Billy doesn't save Grant's hat. Barney. Well, technically Barney is canon, right? Canon is they should change the whole entire name of this stream to canon is the friends we made along the way. Ellie's now 20 something year old children are soft canon. No, I like the idea of Ellie doing the whole spiel at the beginning of Jurassic Park, like, you know, with a kid, or actually no, to Grant. Grant is a child that doesn't know anything about dinosaurs. And he's like, what does that kid say? More like a 6-foot turkey. And it's just Grant, Alan Grant. She's like, oh, Alan, 6-foot turkey. And then she just, she just does the whole thing, spills his intestines. And then we wonder if Alan is Owen. Oh, yes. If Ian, Sarah, and Nick got cheeseburgers and apple turnovers, they like, oh my God, my phone died. Like if like, oh my God, my phone died. Like Eddie's like, all right, hold on. And like 3 weeks goes by. They're like, come on, I can't hold on much longer. And they fall. And then like literally as they're falling, there's like an apple turnover falling with them. And they're like, just be eating it as they're falling. Thank you, Emily, for coming back to this. Really appreciate it. Yes, Grant dies right then and there, and just like that's it, just fried. Alan, human piece of toast. Oh God, what is this? What is this stream? What does it become? Whatever it is, apparently it's all going to Lewis's plan. So this is what he wanted. Now we're stuck here. So I don't know what to do with ourselves anymore. So I think we should probably part ways for the night and say goodbye, because this has been an extremely wild chat. And I appreciate everybody with the super chats, everybody rewatching all of this. Yes, this has been fun. I hope you enjoyed. If you're coming in late, we talked all about the Amber Collection figures of John Hammond, Ellie Sattler, Dimorphodons, and a Velociraptor. We did a whole thing on the, what do you call it? Tribute store over at Universal Orlando, which just popped up. And please, if you get a chance, head over to JurassicParkPodcast.com, because we do have a article over there which showcases tribute stores. So I put up this article. We got a few pictures, and some really nice pictures from Universal. They sent them over to us with the press release, so you get to learn about all these different areas, get some good pictures. You get to learn about the control room, the raptor paddock, and the lab. Some cool pictures of the snacks, and this thing that I need all of these things. I need all of this. Guests can also grab a human treat. Take a human treat. That sounds fun. But go check out the article over there. You can read that up, and just check out the website in general. But I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm at Brad Jost. You can follow the podcast at Jurassic Park Pod. On Facebook, I guess you can follow us there. I don't know. We don't really do much. Jurassic Park Podcast over on Instagram, and here on YouTube. If you like this, had fun, give it some thumbs up. I guess it is a thumbs, right? Is it like? I have no idea. Whatever it is, do the thing. Subscribe, comment, do all this. Share it around. If you had fun, let everybody else know you had fun. Whew. Good night, everybody. Good night, Emily. Good night, Steve. Yes, we are canon. We did it. We're canon, guys. I'm actually getting a little choked up here. Somehow. We are the canon. We are the canon, and canon is the friends we made along the way. Bye, Siaka. Bye. Bye, Jurassic Souls. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much for sticking around. It's been so much fun. I'm going to head out of here. Make sure to listen to the podcast. The Jurassic Wire is on this week. You got a nice 2.5 hour episode for you guys. And then next week, Jurassic June. Got some fun stuff coming your way next month, next week, all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys next week. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's been fun. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.